Hey there, it's Bernardo, and you're watching Vibe Code with Me. Vibe Code with Me is this series where I'm reviewing a lot of different AI coding agents, and we were taking a look at the CLI ones. And today I have something that I think is really, really special because today we're going to be taking a look at Aether. And Aether I think is cool because it is the OG CLI agent. I think it came before anything else. I don't know. Maybe there was some folks trying, but I think Ada was the first one to try to bring the agentic development into the CLI. They've been around for what, like 2 years and a half already, or something like that. So if I come here, so since more than 2 years. So they've been around for a long time. So I'm excited to try because they've been for so long in the space, and I never tested it. So we're gonna take a look at how to install it. It is in a way similar to OpenCode and Crush. They are just the terminal UI and agent, but they are not tied to specific model. They can even run with local models. So really cool stuff. I likely will use the GLM 4.6 because it's the one that I have that is the easiest, or I'm just going to connect with OpenRouter and maybe use Grok code fast. Still not sure. We're going to see how the configuration goes. All right, so let's see the installation guide and the install guide. Yeah, we're going to take a look at that. Okay, just realized that my recording on how to install it was deleted, so I'm just going to show you what I've done. All right, I just came here, scroll down to installation guide, and then there was this Python command. I already had Python, so I just copied this, open a terminal, and ran python and then install Aether install. And then after Aether install was installed, I ran the Aether install to install Aether. So I'm not going to do that. I already done that. And then this gave me Aether command, which I already configured because now, we're going to see how I configured everything soon. So that's all you need to do to install, but you need Python running. That's it. So to test it, I'm going to set up the project already. And again, we're using the same project as always. I'm going to use this template, create a new repository, and I call Expensify Aether, and I'm going to create a repository for that. All right, so this is going to take a while, a few seconds, and I'm going to start reading the documentation. Okay, we have that already. Let's just copy this. Let's come here. Let's do git clone Expensify Aether and authorize it. And now we should be able to cd into Expensify Aether. I'm going to do mistrust, install, and I want to check now the configuration. All right, usage. Does it have support for MCP? I don't think it has support for MCP. Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, config. Okay. All right, so I can either pass any config through the command line, or I can create a .aether.conf.yaml. Okay, so I can have aether.conf YAML in my home directory or in my Git repository. All right. Okay, it has some all right, so I can use OpenAI or Anthropic. All right, options reference. What other models we can have? You have OpenRouter, DeepSeek. Okay, connecting to LLMs. Okay, you can use XAI. An open router. Okay, so I think I will create an open router API key because I already have some credits left over from other videos. So, what configuration can we have? Options, reference, model settings. So yeah, I don't think it has support for MCP tools. Either MCP support. Huh. Okay, there's some third-party options. Yeah, so this is already much more complicated to think and set up than all the other tools we used. Okay, so we don't have direct support for MCP. So I'm not going to set it up. I'm testing this and not like this other whatever tool that is. Oh, what is MCP breach? Yeah, this is already too complex for something that is supposed to be baked in. By the way, this is a cool thing. I will start it and take a look because, yeah, this is interesting. But I'm not going to set it up, so we're just going to go with simpler stuff. We're going to go with whatever this offers and just call it a day. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to configure then the API keys. So let me do that. So I'm going to go to open router. I'm going to come here. Keys. I'm going to create a new key. I'm going to call this either. I'm going to create. Copy this. And yeah, I'm going to leave on my environment variable. I think I can just do, how do I configure that again? API keys. Okay. API keys, all right. Just set open router API key. So I'm gonna do either. This is so confusing. Options reference. Open router. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I think I already ignore the .env, so I'm just gonna copy the .env example to .env. I'm gonna go open .env. Gonna set the open router API key. I'm gonna set it here. Yeah, it's plain text, but I'm gonna delete that model, that API key. So I guess let me do also npm install already, and I'm going to do either model list proc. Isn't that how I do it? Oh, list models, not model list. List models. Yeah, let's add this. I mean, maybe this is a suggested thing. I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, so I have Open Router, XAI, Grok 4 Fast Free. This is the one I'm gonna use. I wanted to test that. Maybe that's not the best scenario to test this. I think I should give it a better environment to thrive. But yeah, we're gonna compensate maybe old 2 with a really new model and see how that goes. So, and that model is free, and yeah. Okay, so I'm going to come here. I think I'm just gonna do dot model open router XAI Grok 4 fast free, and I think if I just do that, who are you? Okay, it has this repo map, so I guess it's indexing. Wasn't that exactly? Who are you? Okay, maybe I need to do this. What is even going on here? Why it doesn't work? Okay, let me test with the Grok 4 model. Who are you? I have some credits. Yeah, so this works. It's really slow. Okay. All right. I'm going to. Can I pass like files? I have no idea how to use Aider. Gonna have to learn usage. Either in your browser. Oh, there's a UI. Okay, I'm definitely testing that. Browser. Let's see. Maybe that's a cool thing to try out. All right. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. The UI. I'm gonna focus on the CLI. But this is cool. I can paste stuff here. I can see this is interesting. Okay, that's cool. Let's try without the browser. Let's see how do I add a file. Add. Okay, yeah. All right. src. Okay, do /add. Yes. Tips. Models Grok. Yeah, I don't know why. Why it was not working with the model. Who are you? So it has these 2 models, and I guess it has. Yeah, what is the weak model? Weak model. Yeah, let me just close this. Okay, yeah. And dim.env. So I'm gonna come here with either. Okay, so the weak model is for commit messages. And let me test one thing. Does it have either model? Does it have like Z or GLM? This model is GLM. So it does have GLM 4.5, but not using Z directly through the ZAI. However, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I think maybe they even have instructions here for. Yeah, that's not what I want. I want to have the docs. Okay, API. No. GLM code and plan either. They have docs on that. Let me search for the. I know they have for Crush, like how to. ZAIGLM docs. What are the docs? I can't find the docs anymore. Okay, this is okay. So this is docs.z.ai. All right, API reference, code and plan, other tools. So I guess so. This is the thing. It does have Z.ai does have an Entropic and an Open API protocol. So I guess we can potentially try. Not sure if this is a good idea. The GLM coding plan with either, because we can specify the base URL for Open API, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna test that. Can we do a custom model? That's gonna be too much. I'm just gonna go with Open Router. Let's do XAI. Yeah, I think I have. So I'm gonna just use my Grok for my credits on Open Router. Not sure why the free is not working. But yeah, I'm gonna test that in another moment. Just gonna try with. So either list models Grok 4, Grok -4. So we have it Open Router. Yeah, I guess we can try with Grok 4 fast reasoning and non-reasoning maybe. I'm just gonna go with Grok 4 Grok code fast. Honestly, it's a model that I use in other places. I'm gonna leave that to another moment. Okay, I can use that through the XAI thing. So I'm just gonna get my XAI API console. Create an API key. So this is gonna call either create API key. Gonna copy this, and I'm gonna have, what is that? Maybe I just do XAI API key. Maybe. Let's see. XAI. Okay, I think it was in API keys. XAI maybe. Okay, the docs are really bad. Okay, I have no idea how to properly do that. and just do either model XAI grok code fast one. Who are you? Okay. Did it work? Let me just try one thing here. I do this and try this again. Okay, yeah. So that, I mean, why? Yeah, the documentations are really bad. Okay, we're gonna go with grok code fast one. By the way, do I have grok for fast? Do I have it for free on XAI? Yeah, that was just an open router and Verso AI gateway. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go grok for grok code fast one for the agentic coding, and then I'm gonna do grok for fast reasoning, like in the first initial prompt. I think I can just do like, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so that's the strategy. We have something working, so yeah, I'm just gonna come here and gonna do what is the configuration again? Either model. I'm gonna specify as XAI grok code fast one. Grok code fast one. All right. Now we're gonna see how it is to. Oh, okay. There's the docs here. Oh, there's this slide LLM. And maybe these folks have Z.ai. ZAI. ELM. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think, okay. All right. Okay, I guess I can try to do that. Let's do my ZAI API key. Let's just see if I can configure it by GLM coding plan. ZAI API control. Okay, I'm just gonna come here. API keys. And I already have a subscription. Create new API key. Gonna call this either. Confirm. All right, perfect. So that's what I'm gonna do. So, okay, so this is what I can do. I can do this open API key. So I'm gonna call this open API key. Oh, open API, sorry. OpenAI API key. Yeah, open API is another thing. And then I can do OpenAI base URL, API base, OpenAI API base, and I'm gonna do, as the doc says, coding. Nice. So I'm just gonna do this. And I guess I just do GLM. Okay, I think is, and I think I can come here and do OpenAI GLM 4.6. I guess I can do this and do either. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Who are you? Interesting. I'm an expert software developer assistant. What model are you? Can you reason? It shows the whole thinking. Is there a way to hide the whole thinking? Okay, yeah, whatever. So I also am gonna do either week model, OpenAI, GLM, 4. Do I have 4.6 Air already? Or was just 4.6? Oh yeah, Air is just 4.5. So I'm gonna do 4.5 Air for the either week model. And yeah, gonna do either and going to, no show, okay, either, no, can I configure that? Model warnings, connecting to LLMs, model warnings. Okay, so we're already in weird, that might not be the best idea, but honestly, I don't want to be spending credits. I just want to use my coding plan for it from Z.ai. Configuration. Model warnings. Either show model warnings, I'm going to set to false. Either show, I'm going to set to false. All right. All right, great. Okay, I think we are almost there. Do we have like an instructions file? Instructions, or like a either.md file, maybe? Okay, we can do read. Okay, interesting. What is the default? Yeah, honestly, I think this is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna be happier if I do either.config.yaml. .conf. Either.conf.yaml. And I have no idea what I've done. All right. I'm gonna do OpenAI API key is gonna be, and then I'm gonna do OpenAI API base. OpenAI, yeah. And come here, either model, okay, this model is gonna be VFD model, gonna be that, and VFD weak model gonna be that, and show model warnings gonna be false. So I guess if I delete all of that, so do this, and maybe I can start it again. Isn't that the... Oh, it's not YAML, it's YML. Really? Okay. Okay, nice. So now I'm gonna come here and going to set up. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna leave the OpenAI because I want to share this with people. So I'm gonna leave the OpenAI API key here. I'm gonna delete from here, and I guess I can do either and still have access to that. All right, perfect. And then I'm going to set up, the read. Does it have like a schema? They should have a schema. It would be great if they had a schema. Assets, config, schema. Yeah, they should work on a schema. That'll make our lives much easier. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna do agents.md because it's kind of like a standard. And then I'm going to come here. So yeah, forget MCP. We're not gonna have that. Forget these as well. I mean, I guess I can use the edge when I want, but yeah, I'm just gonna put it here. I'm gonna call agents.md. Agents.md. Oh, let me put the MD part. Gonna delete these, and then on my git ignore, I will unignore .aider.com.yaml. So if I do that now, yes, this is here. All right, perfect. I think we're almost there. that took me way longer than expected. Okay, I like it. Added agents MD to the chat, read only. That's cool, that's cool. Can I, like, on the read, yeah, I guess if I add if I just, like, add these, I just come here and do, like, this, I guess it will load, but then I guess it will download it. Yeah, it's downloading it. Oh no, yeah, I would have to download it, I guess. Okay, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go roll with right now. And yeah, okay. Does it have like a configuration for this? We have these modes. How do reasoning? Okay. Usage. Does it have like a slash help? Either help. Okay. Look in the voice. Who are you? Oh, okay. I think I need a multimodal. Yeah, I could use probably GLM 4.6v. Yeah, we're not gonna test that. Switch the editor. Okay. There's editor model. Okay, so I have this architect. Okay, architect. Editor. Oh, that's not what I want. How do I leave architect mode? Okay. All right. Oh, I have this map. Oh, I guess this is interesting. Not sure. Oh, I guess I need to do the map again. Map, refresh. Map. Okay, so now I don't have that warning anymore. Okay. All right. I'm gonna clear this and we are ready to get started. I'm just going to come here. Sorry. Do everything. So this was deleted. This was moved to agentsmd. And I'm gonna come here and say project setup. And we are ready to start vibe coding. Perfect. So as usual for vibe coding, we're going to copy our tool here. Let me just scroll. So yeah, we're testing a bunch of different tools. I, by the way, need to update that. We are looking at Ada now. And yeah, I'm going to come here, take this initial prompt, and we're gonna have to do things, I guess, slightly different here. I'm gonna start Ada. Okay, we have things committed. I'm going to do add. What are the things that I need to add to this thing here? So it's PRD main, add PRD main, add product. Okay, do I need to keep? Okay, actually read only PRD main. How do I remove something? Reset. Okay, whatever. Read only PRD main. Read only task.md and read only. Yeah. So yeah, I added these things here. I guess the best would probably be to just add this there. And I'm going to copy this and just send it. Although we have actually, I have no idea if this add symbol will work. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it shows all the whole thinking. Oh, this is so bad. And why it suddenly became white? Like I'm using and I'm blinded. I'm blinded by the lights. I mean, it's creating these files. Is it adding? No, it's not adding. Why is not do I have to copy paste this really? Okay, wait a second. Ada agent mode. Okay, let's read and we're gonna have to copy these things manually. But why there's an extra new line in every line? Oh boy. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay. No. Okay. Before we save these tasks, let's change a few things. We won't be doing a waterfall process where we start with DB and finish with UI. Instead, we will do a full verifiable feature delivery one at a time. That means we start with the code. We do DB gRPC router and UI together for each feature. Another important detail is that authentication is done in this project already, as you can verify. Authentication and user registration and some parts of user registration you can verify. We can start with the org management, or maybe we want to do some small improvements to the user registration flow, like setting up a name the first time the user logs in or whatever. Okay. Try again with this extra context. Okay. So this, this is not how I'm used to. So it first this is the whole thinking. So it's spitting out all the files, and then in the end, Aider is like, okay, this is what I'm going to create for you, and then tries to create it. Okay. So first task, organization management. Okay. Okay, nice. Let's go. Yes. Okay, you can just press enter. Yes, 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 yes. So I guess the way we would review is to like scroll back, see the things here, then review. Is it already committing something? Oh, come on. Don't do that. One password. Okay, so interesting. So Aider does the changes and then creates a commit automatically. So each either interaction does a commit. That's cool. I like it. There's some interesting stuff going on. All right, so just gonna jump. Let's start implementing task 1. See how that goes. Nice, it's dropping the posting. Uh, Okay, just wait a second. ID, user ID type, provider account ID, refresh token, access token, expires at, token type, scope, ID token, session state. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll have to check. Okay, this diff doesn't make any sense. This is just crazy. I hope it does the edits correctly. I think I'm just gonna trust it. Yeah, the diffs are really weird and hard to understand. Okay, this one is easy. Why you're doing that? No, 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 no. Okay, this is mostly GLM's fault. Okay. Yeah, but the interactivity here, like, how do I now ask it to not change? Like, we would have to like generate everything else from scratch. And now the commit thing is weird, right? Because it's going to generate a commit, but it's not going to be correct. Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, now that I think about it, let's see if it at least made the test the right way. No, it's mocking the DB. It's just ignoring everything else. It's not reading the things. It's creating the things instead of. I think this is gonna be another video where I'm just gonna stop because it's not good enough. Honestly. Yeah, let me try to. It's weird. It seems like it has things like in a sandbox environment or whatever. Like it just copies the file. A lot of like interesting ideas. Yes. I'm just gonna add these things. Okay, so it stopped to ask me stuff. So what I'm gonna do is we shouldn't create the migrations ourselves. Instead, we should run Prisma to generate them for us after updating the schema. Also, the test strategy is wrong. We should be using transactional testing as shown on the post.tests. Okay, it's corrected. That was all right. Uh, I wonder how it's going to manage, because one of the problems with GLM 4.6 is that the context window is not that big. So we need much more compacting of the context window. And I don't know if there's an easy way to do this here. Okay, can it run it? What? What is? Oh no. Oh, the way it's working is that, yeah, it's just parsing. Ah, this is so bad. Yeah, it's not using like two calls. Oh, this is really bad. I want to say yes. I just want to see what happens. Yeah, I'm not even going to. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna quit here. Honestly, this is the video. I'm not gonna continue with that. I think Aider can be interesting, maybe to ask questions, but it is outdated and doesn't even come close to the comparison with the other tools. The browser thing is a nice thing, but like it's. I mean, maybe it's interesting to for I don't even know how to recommend either. Honestly, I might be missing something, but this seems like a 2 year old agent. Things have gone completely crazy and different in the past month. Sorry, in the past month, the past year. A lot of new agents coming out. I think after Cursor was around and people started using more the agent mode in Cursor, I think kind of like started like this revolution. Like every now there's new AI coding agents almost at the same speed. There are new JS web frameworks. But yeah, this is not there. Like the experience of the CLI, how do I add things? It's just weird, just really weird. Yeah. I think it can be useful if you want to work like in one single file, maybe. I think this can be useful for similar to how you would use the completion, like code completion kind of thing. Like I know where I am, I know what I need to do, and I want to delegate to a like write this task for this case here, or help me debug this thing, look at this file. It's a much more, pick and choose what to do. In a way, it's safer, but yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. Uh, but yeah, in a way, it's safer because you're not like it doesn't have access to your computer, right? Uh, so there's much less stuff you can do. The thing is just parsing files and then saving them, and it seems mostly about like editing files, but it's not like a tool call. It doesn't have support for MCP. It's just really behind what other solutions have out there. So I don't think, yeah, I'm not even going to continue with this experiment because I don't think it's worth it. I don't think this is worth the comparison in our time. So if you like this video, if you enjoyed this experience, I really appreciate a like in the video and leave a comment if you want to ask anything. If you want me to do another video on Aider, maybe you want to give me some feedback of what I'm missing here. I particularly don't see any value in this. But yeah, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and I catch you in the next one. Bye bye.